Ignition sequence start.
Yep, we back. Another one. I'm your boy adrianakaad.
I'm Stubbs. Spell it wrong, spell it right, don't matter.
Hey, and this is
The Takeoff.
the Takeoff.
Now, if you misspell that,
Y'all need hooked on phonics.
Rosetta Stone even, if you don't speak the language.
And your kid on Taco Bell.
All of that.
God damn it. Y'all know the
You know,
name.
a lot of Mexicans don't even like Taco Bell.
I can believe that.
Yeah, a lot of people with
They don't even like Chipotle.
with a lot of the foreign foods, once you, what's the word I'm looking for? Corporatize it. That's a bad word. They just don't like it. The authentic version of most foods is way better.
Same thing with Chinese food.
Panda Express compared to real, oh my goodness.
That's not authentic Chinese food.
Not at all.
Hell, even look at Olive Garden. That's not authentic Italian food.
The only thing that's authentic American as far as Chinese is the fortune cookies. Believe it or not.
Really.
Yeah, fortune cookies are American.
Well, random facts was
Yeah, don't take it from me though. Sometimes I'm wrong.
Hey, well, now you know. But before we proceed, first things first, I want to say rest in peace to baseball legend Willie Mays. Now, those of you who may not know who Willie Mays is, he was first started off in the Negro Leagues. Can't remember which team he was on. Then he ended up playing for the Pirates. The Giants. I'm sorry, San Francisco Giants. And he's a legend. One of the first players who happens to be black to break the color barrier in MLB, along with people like Jackie Robinson and much others. So I just want to say, rest in peace, Willie Mays.
Moments of silence for you, my brother. All right. Let me throw out a wild theory.
What's up?
As far as Negro League, allegedly, Negro League was actually making the same amount of money as National Baseball League or more money. So what the Caucasian league owners did, they said, hey, let's get some of their people to come into ours, and that kind of bankrupted the whole Negro League.
I'd say it was definitely more talent.
In Negro League?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. But again, that was like a maneuver because once y'all start incorporating them into the American Best NBL or whatever it's called, then all the attention from the Negro Leagues went into that, and then it kind of bankrupted the Negro Leagues. So if they would have just been like, no, Jackie Robinson, don't go over there, none of y'all go over there, we keep doing our own thing, to this day, y'all might just have two leagues. So sometimes that, what is it called, when y'all come together?
To my integration.
Once it sometimes integration is not good. It's same with MLK. He realized he made a mistake. He even said,
"I'm afraid I integrated my people into a burning building."
A burning building. So sometimes it's really not good. You got to look at the longevity of it because a lot of black people was really getting good educations when they were in black schools by black teachers. Yeah, it may not have been the best books in the world, but hey, that education was from people who truly wanted to see you succeed.
Well, you definitely had more black businesses and black enterprises before integration. You had more. It was more of a unity back then.
I agree.
Everybody stuck together more. Everybody. I don't know. It felt more like a community than it was a hood.
Yeah, because the American way or the corporate way, capitalist way, it really disrupts and dismantles unity. Because even if you go out to Hawaii, a lot of Hawaii natives say it don't even feel like Hawaii no more. It's no togetherness anymore. Like people used to be. It was just a feeling of unity and belonging is gone now.
Even with Juneteenth, it's a couple of people complaining about Juneteenth. Says it's no longer about the holiday itself; it's more about capitalism.
I agree.
Because the more and more you look at it as a holiday, the more and more people are not gonna look at what really happened, other than just learning the history. People just look at it as another day off. So, the capitalistic nature can eventually erode in certain things that will take away meaning from certain aspects of it.
Yeah.
Just look at Christmas. Not saying these holidays, take for what you want, what you know about these holidays, but I'm just saying we're just using that as an example.
And let me ask you this. Which holiday do you feel should be a holiday? Because most of them don't really mean nothing when you learn about the history of them. Easter? What the heck do eggs and bunny rabbits got to do with Jesus?
Well, most of these are pagan ass holidays anyway.
Most of them are, yeah.
So that has nothing to do with anything.
Halloween? Come on. What are we doing? Thanksgiving? What are we doing? What holiday do I like? It ain't even a real holiday, but I like Mother's Day. I'm cool with that.
Father's Day too.
Yeah. Sweetie's Day too. Take care of me, ladies. Let me break down Sweetie's Day.
I was going to say, what do you think about that?
First, let me break it down. Valentine's Day is allegedly the man takes care of the woman, pampers her, treat her right. Sweetie's Day is supposed to be the opposite. Okay, woman, if you got a man, you show him out, you treat him right, you cook for him, whatever y'all do is the opposite. But, dang, what was the point? What do I think of it? I just want to explain it first. What do I think of it, Sweetie's Day? I don't mind it, but a lot of women just aren't in situations where they get.
Do you think Sweetie's Day is hijacked by women?
Yeah, because they want double. You did something for me. Honestly, Valentine's Day, if we just leave it at Valentine's Day with no Sweetie's Day, y'all supposed to do for each other. Hey.
Do you realize what time period we live in now?
I do, but a real woman in today's time period going to ignore a lot of what's going on. A real woman in today's time period going to be like, baby, you treat me to lunch on Sweetie's Day, I treat you to something tonight. It's supposed to be, why am I blanking on all my words right now? It's supposed to be reciprocation of love and affection. It's literally just one-sided love nowadays.
Well, our last podcast, we talked about all that lovey-dovey stuff. But one of the things I saw a woman do for her man that actually kind of blew my mind.
In a good way?
In a good way, yeah.
Okay.
She bought, not taking it to the bedroom, but she bought her man a scat pack.
Cool.
A scatty. I'm like, oh, shit.
What did he do to deserve that?
Man, she bought, that means... See, all that about women being underpaid, that's BS because women be having money. They just don't want you to know they have money. Or they just want to spend your damn money. She bought the man a scatty.
How do you feel about women and men who test their spouses?
What you mean?
I'm going to send my homegirl at you to see if you're loyal. I'm going to have somebody you don't even know I'm friends with send you a DM to see how you'll react. Men and women do this from time to time to their spouses. How do you feel? I feel like a good spouse, the world is naturally going to throw tests at y'all. You don't have to arrange a test.
Man.
But how do you feel about that, though? Do you think that's okay?
That is naturally going to happen one way or the other.
I feel the same way as naturally.
It's going to happen. If it's not going to be that type of test, it's going to be another type of test.
The world is going to try to pull y'all apart. Y'all don't got to be there trying to already throw obstacles and pull each other apart.
Here's an infamous test right here. Let's say you and your lady is out, and all of a sudden a more attractive woman comes out of nowhere, and y'all just in line, and she just happened to be in line, and she got a real big ass. You know your girl is looking. You know your girl is looking at that ass. But she gonna test you and say, hey, what do you think about that? That's a test right there.
That's a test. Hey, I remember a comedian had a joke, something along the lines of, when it's a girl you really want to look at, find a flaw in her. I want to say it was D. Ray Davis. He was like say if it's a girl, like in that scenario, y'all both in line, you see a girl with a nice ass, you just look at her jeans, be like, hey, you think them jeans real? And then that gives kind of like that's the underlining way of now y'all both got a reason to look and determine if you're really looking for the reasons you want to look. And she looking like, man, I don't think them really true religion jeans. So it's ways around it. When you become witty, you can maneuver through so many scenarios like that. When you're getting tested, you going to just, or a lot, I know this a lot of men do in public. I'm sorry for giving this up, brothers. A lot of men, when y'all with y'all women in public festivals or whatever, y'all wear shades. So she can't see where your eyes is looking. Y'all wear shades.
Women wear shades too.
Women wear shades, but men wear shades like, yeah, I know I'm with my girl, but my eyes is my shoot.
I'm just saying, hey, in that case, we all wear shades.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You know, I will say, though.
And that's a purpose.
I really don't like to give up the bro code a lot, but usually when it comes to, like, women in my family and other women I'm close with, I tell them, what's up? Yo, old boy leaving his shoes at your house because he marking his territory.
Women do the same thing, too.
They do the same, but I'm saying, do they have somebody in their corner telling them what's up?
What you mean?
Like, again, I went over somebody's house one time. She had some shoes there. And I was like, whose shoes is these? Oh, that's this guy met shoes. I was like, yo, he marking his territory. He leaving his shoe. He got more than, I'm just letting you know.
Women do the same thing, too.
Shortly after, she made sure old boy didn't leave his shoe. But I'm saying some women, are you that person to somebody or somebody that person to you to put you up on game? Like, do you have a homegirl that tells you, hey, old girl did this to you because it really means this. Or they're really trying to say that to you.
Well, that's why you have a community of brothers and sisters so you can go to and they'll help you analyze that.
Now, as far as this community, how do you feel about, because this messes up those type of communities, having sexual relations with someone in that community? Like, say you got a group of homegirls who always put you up on game and let you know things from a woman's perspective. Are you the dumb ass that's going to try to hook up with one of them? Because that's going to destroy that whole little...
I mean, maybe not. But how are the chances of it working out? Very slim.
Yeah.
Very, very slim. Well, you never know. It could work out.
It could.
But for the most part, it usually don't.
Yeah, no.
It usually don't.
I mean, usually it depends on how I really care, because I really don't care about a lot of women I'm involved with, unless I claim you as a spouse. If you're just a homegirl, I love you. But as far as caring, like sometimes I just let the chips fall where they may. Like I just let you get played, because everybody do got to go through heartbreak and other situations. So sometimes if I see something happen, I'm like, should I tell this person or should I just allow it to happen so they can mature from it? And I just fall back like they got to learn this lesson.
Speaking of dynamics between men and women, I know we all seen is familiar with the balloon pop show. And this one, I believe, is a distraction from everything that's going on right now. It's a particular balloon pop episode where this overly cocky ass dude, I mean, dude got muscles on top of muscles, got no neck. He went viral for putting the women so-called in their place. But he ended up leaving with one at the end. But they was all talking spicy to him.
I heard about that episode.
Yeah, so the reason why I'm bringing it up because the guy was supposed to be a plumber. And it was said that it was 500 plus calls complaining about him.
He got terminated.
He ended up getting fired because of it. But it's a lot of conflicting stuff that I'm hearing that's being said about, he wasn't no plumber. He lied about this. He lied about that. Even his ex coming out talking about how abusive he was. So the reason why I bring that up, okay, let's say the guy did get fired and he was a plumber and he got fired. That shows you where we are in society, where you can't even express yourself without people who not receiving it well can end up ending your livelihood.
I honestly did watch that episode, and it's a difference between being disrespectful and just being what's the word I want to use? He knew what he wanted. He kept saying, "You're not qualified," or "Yes, ma'am." He was still saying "Yes, ma'am," and "No, ma'am, I'm not. You're not qualified." He was just being straight up brutally honest. So I don't feel like he deserved that backlash. And again, I think one of the main girls, she started bringing the drama and the beef to him first. She the one at first said, "You look like a turtle," and this and that. He wasn't. He was just saying, "You're not qualified," or he let them disrespect him first before he retaliated.
But see, even with that,
even
with that, why did it have to go down like that? You know what I mean? Because we all saw the episode by now, and we saw who really escalated the situation. Yeah, he could have been a bigger man and kept his mouth shut, but at the same time, why did he have to? Why would he even be in a position? Basically, what I'm saying is, how did it become so illegal for a man to defend himself verbally? Because as you can see, he didn't cuss at him.
No.
He didn't raise his voice to him. He wasn't disrespectful. He kept calling them queens and this and that.
Queens and ma'ams. But you just supposed to say you wasn't qualified just mean you're not his type.
Why they were saying way worse shit to him.
Yeah. I agree. And again, everything he did was a reaction. So who initiated the first aspect of disrespect? It was not him.
That's what I'm saying.
But again, the only thing he kind of did wrong was in terms of, I guess, rejection. He could have delivered back softer blows. We're men. We're supposed to be able to take harder punches. Every time they said something.
But should you have to?
You shouldn't have to. You should. What he did should be tolerated. But especially the aftermath of what happened. If he lost his job, if y'all blowing up his phone, if y'all ruin his livelihood, why?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this shows you that we in a society where the opposite sex cannot take criticism very well.
I definitely agree.
Can't do it. Can't do it because the reason why, because that holds a certain level of accountability. Can't do it. Can't that get you fired, get you locked up, or even get you killed.
I definitely agree.
Get that, we seen that. We seen so many stories. I heard so many stories about things like that happening. Mm-hmm. And very, very ridiculous. If, like I said, if this whole story went down like how we heard it went down, because now I'm hearing different things now about he wasn't no plumber and this, that, and the other. That, you know what I mean? If that's true, well, we'll talk about that another time.
I feel like he might have been a plumber just because of his arms. And I did see a few follow-up videos where he is talking about how he's really passionate about it. I'm going to go as far as just to believe him. Okay, you say a plumber, I'm going to believe you.
We'll take his word for it.
Time will prove if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah, we're just taking the word for what we heard.
Yeah.
And it's just that type of situation, just because you disagree with somebody else, they can come back and get you fired from your job.
Yeah.
And he wasn't disrespectful.
He wasn't disrespectful at all. Again, he was just a man in his ways. A lot of people want a softer version of a male nowadays.
You see, and not to cut you off,
Right.
but see, that's the problem I'm having, because a lot of people shout out, where are the men at? Where are the masculine men at? Where all this, where all that? What I've noticed is most people do not really want a masculine man. They want a masculine man with conditions.
Yes.
That's what they want. Because a masculine man is not going to give a damn what the hell you think about him. He going to say what he want. He going to say what's on his mind and leave it at that, whether you like him or not. He going to drink his coffee black, and whatever he got to get done, he got to get done. But see, the thing about it, a lot of people don't want that because they just want to micromanage what he does and say he's a masculine man. That's the whole aspect of it. Most people say they want something, but it's want something that they never had, and once they get it, they don't like it because it's not what they thought it would be.
A lot of people. I'm sorry for I was in my phone. Somebody texted me. So what we were Googling earlier before the show start might be true about Mr. Roker.
Oh, so it's confirmed.
I believe so. Again, I know I shouldn't be on my phone while we shooting, but
well,
allegedly, yeah, I'm gonna speak on some allegedly. The anchor,
breaking news, by the way.
Possibly breaking news. Al Roker has passed away. I didn't want to be all in my phone about it. If so, again, another moment of silence. And if not, then wow, I don't know why the internet always do shit like that. Yeah. They always do fake. You remember at least 5 times in my life they said Bill Cosby passed away.
Man, the internet is a wild place.
It's a wild place. When he ain't even passed away, why do y'all do that shit?
The internet, because people are fucked up.
They really messed up.
People are fucked. Hey, the longer you live, you ain't seen nothing yet. The longer you live, the more you're going to see how fucked up people really are.
Yeah. I remember I told this lady at my occupation, the internet is a very dark place. And she said because I told her that one day, she don't even like going on the internet.
Maybe,
I'm like, I didn't mean it.
I'm like,
I'm like, but ever since then, because this happened like 7 years ago, and ever since then, I'm trying to tell her like, no, it's dark, but it can be joyful, it can be blissful, it can be so many aspects, but it can also get really dark. I remember when I was a kid on the internet, it was anybody remember rotten.com or steakandcheese.com? I don't know if those sites are still around, but as a kid, them was some of the first websites I came upon, and I shouldn't have been seeing all the stuff that was on there. I was like, snuff videos and all that stuff. I was like, what the heck is this? It was.
You know what else is dark
What?
but beautiful? Life.
Why are you going to do that?
It's true.
It's true, but why would you do that?
Do what?
The internet, okay.
Life is dark and beautiful.
Life is dark and beautiful. Okay, I ain't even go.
I'm just keeping it 100. Life is what you make it.
It definitely is.
Life is what you make. My life can be beautiful. Life can also be hard, but at the same time, it's what you make it. That's just.
And I'm going to make lemonade out of it if it gets sour.
You already got some.
That's not lemonade.
No.
It's delicious. It ain't lemonade, though.
But moving on, I would like to say this. It's a couple words, and I'm pretty sure y'all been hearing a lot of it. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Probably a minor.
You know who we talking about. We're talking about Kins and Friends concert that happened on Juneteenth.
You know what I heard about the concert?
What's that?
Allegedly, your boy Champagne Poppy has been blocking and deleting people from his social medias.
For what?
For just supporting Kendrick Lamar's concert. Like allegedly, like James Harden was. Well, he was there dancing on stage. You seen LeBron James dancing. So what he do?
Westbrook?
Yeah, so Champagne Poppy got all in his feelings, and he been blocking and deleting people. I'm like, bro, just let them turn up. They probably really ain't choosing sides at the end of the day. They just want to be where the party's at.
Well, like the song say, they not like us.
Not like us.
I
Very
mean,
interesting.
he touched the nerve with that song. Now, whether you call it whack or not, I really don't give a damn. That's your opinion. But how I look at it is, that song by itself, really struck a chord with the opposition.
You know what's weird? Me and a few other people said that the first 4 or 5 times we heard that Not Like Us, it was a decent song, but something about it just grows on you.
It grows on you.
It really grows on you. I was listening to it just yesterday. I was like, whoa, this is just slapping way harder today.
I felt the same way.
It wasn't even a different speaker system or nothing. It's something about that song. I think it's the beat, it's the hook, it's everything. It really goes together.
Here's the thing about that too. He played it 5 times.
Yeah, in a row.
5 times in a row. 5 times.
First time live too. That'd be, it would really make it a legendary moment if he never do it live ever again. Like, yo, that's one of them you had to be there. You missed it. But no, he turned up for his city. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. Everybody should, all artists should aspire to be like that. Become globally known and bring it back to the hometown.
At the LA Forum, at the old LA Forum where the Lakers used to play.
Yep.
Where Magic Johnson them used to play. That was crazy. Now, I had no idea about it, but then again, I don't live in LA. But just the thought that you played a diss track 5 times and you had big celebrities and athletes dancing to it.
So what do you think is happening in Drizzy's camp right now? Anything? Because I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I was like, he may have lost his beef, but he didn't really lose his fan base, especially if somehow he in the next year he come out with 1 or 2 hits. People gonna forget. Oh yeah, you did have beef, but oh well.
I know one thing. That next album better be fire.
It gotta have at least 2 bangers on that boy.
No, that whole album gotta be fire at this point. The whole album, none of that.
But I'm just saying, if he even gets his number 1 hit single, I ain't gonna say again. It's just like Jay-Z and Nas. You definitely lost that battle, but you're still out here and relevant.
He for sure got a lower fan base. I'll say that. But at the same time, when it comes to people who don't forget things, one thing they better not forget is the fact that that next album better be slapping. I'm talking about Kanye West Graduation slapping. Mm-hmm. It got to be like that.
Yeah.
And there ain't no more of that champagne pop. No, you better come out with some real heat.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Some real heat. And on top of that, did you see him take a picture with Drake, by the way?
Who took a picture?
He took a picture with Game and some West Coast Bloods.
Drake did?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I didn't see that, no. I didn't see it.
It looked very awkward.
Like what? Like they didn't want to be in a picture with him?
No. It's like the last person you expect in a picture full of Bloods is Drake.
Michael Jackson took a picture with Crips back in the day.
To be honest with you, that looked more natural than.
Oh, wow.
I would keep with it.
Michael Jackson was in that boy with Jay-Z and everybody.
You just got to see it, man.
Yeah, I might have to see the picture. I definitely might have to see it.
To me, it does. To me, the Michael Jackson, if that really did go down, that looked way more natural.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion. Because it didn't look like he was really trying to be a Crip.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
But he did just randomly have on blue, too, in that picture, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just ran. But it didn't look like he was trying to.
Yeah, he didn't. He was just
there.
He was like, you ever have like in high school, you got all the jocks, but they all cool with one, like somebody who may be just not a jock, but of a different breed. Like you may be a nerd or you may be a whiz kid or a chess. We cool, but we really, that's what that picture was.
Yeah, in this picture.
But I did hear when the beef was going on the first 2 weeks into it, I want to say Drake allegedly paid an artist like $150,000 for some dirt on Kendrick, and whoever it was fed him some false dirt. So they pretty much just got $150,000.
What was the dirt?
They just fed him some false information about. I don't know what the dirt was about. Probably him and his wife or something, just to find dirt on him so he could come up with another song. But it was all fake.
So he was desperate.
Yeah, he was desperate. Look at allegedly that happened. Again, I am not no Hollywood insider. I'm so far from all those social circles, so definitely take what I say with a grain of salt.
Well, you
A
know,
spoonful of salt.
Drizzy took that L for sure. I don't care what anybody say.
Yeah. But he did have some good track. His second track, I forgot what it was called. It was good though.
Drop and give me 100, something like that.
No, not that one. I can't remember. Not Family Ties, Family Matters. Something. Anyway, he had some good stuff.
I mean, yeah.
Is it in the top 5 rap beefs of all time?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
What you putting up there? Is it top 10?
We didn't have that really too many rap beefs when you think about it.
It's at least 10 though. But so I'm saying you wouldn't put it in top 5?
No.
Can I at least I ain't even gonna ask for 5. What are 3 you would put in front of it?
I'll put it NWA and Ice Cube.
Okay.
Biggie, well, that
No
wasn't
Vaseline was crazy, bro.
that's the best diss track of all time.
And of all time?
Yes, in all time.
I'm sorry. I'm a cliche with the Nas either.
That's a close second, but also you got to remember Hit 'Em Up.
Oh man, I forgot. Hit 'Em Up is beautiful. I love Hit 'Em Up.
Hit 'Em Up. But to me, I still think Cube's No Vaseline.
No Vaseline, it was probably like one of the first diss that really made people say, wait, what? Like.
And then you got Common, I See the Bitch in You.
Oh yeah, against Drake.
No,
against Ice Cube.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
The West Side Connect.
Yeah.
You got.
I don't know why when you said I don't know why I was thinking about Common when he went against Drake and he said you Canada dry. I don't know why I was thinking about that.
You know that wasn't even a beef. That was just something quick.
No, it was over Serena Williams. But you know, Common, when he did that song "I Used to Love Her," Ice Cube misunderstood it, so it was all just a miscommunication.
Yeah. And
Nonetheless, we got some good bars out of it. But
then they created West Coast Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
And then Common snapped back with the "I See the Bitch in You."
Yeah.
Which is a classic track, by the way. You looking at Common, you don't think he would snap like that, but he actually went in on that track.
You know who else is good with beef, but you don't really get to hear it go back and forth is Eminem. He destroyed so many careers. I love Eminem.
Who you think got it worse?
Against Eminem, probably Insane Clown Posse. He had I mean, you could say Benzino, but that's still long going. Like, bro, it shouldn't be going on this long.
Also, you can say Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly was straight.
It wasn't classic Eminem, though.
No. But even Ja Rule, when they was going at it, him and 50 Cent and Ja Rule, they was all going at it. The mixtape shit.
Yeah, but M threw a couple jabs.
Yeah.
It wasn't really.
But it's still just the fact that you had Eminem and G Unit all going at him. It was just a beautiful, beautiful time for hip hop. And to my knowledge, it didn't end in gun violence. I don't know what all happened behind the scenes.
Well, I'll just say this: when we want to get into rap beefs, I still do like the beef between. Why am I drawing a blank right now? Between.
Don't say LL Cool J and Cannabis.
Yeah, that's actually the one I was thinking about.
Seriously? Oh, I got it right.
You want to know why I say that? Because Cannabis song, Second Round Knockout.
Yeah, it was actually good.
It was cool.
Nobody can deny that song. Yeah, can't deny it. And it was also a misunderstanding. He asked, "Could I borrow the mic that he had tattooed on his arm?" Again, hip hop has a lot of misunderstandings, but it also has a lot of warriors who just want to swing their sword. I feel like I gotta say pause.
I don't know, because I was looking at, you remember the beef DVDs?
Oh, yeah.
I was looking at the beef DVD. They were talking about that. I don't know. Not to say it was, but it sounded like LL was kind of a hater.
True, but again, you got people who are lyrical. Say you lyrical and you know you one of the best and you just want to have beef. Anybody who say the slightest thing about you, okay, we going. So you finally get to get it off. That's what I'm saying. You got warriors who just want to swing their sword. Like, he was just waiting on somebody to... Oh, finally somebody said something slightly even relating to anything. I'm about to just go crazy on you. That's what a lot of the greats do. They just give them a reason.
I think L was a little intimidated by Cannabis.
Yeah.
I think he was intimidated.
I will say this. Somebody who I wish would have, I'm going to call it true beef, is Lupe Fiasco. I think Lupe will destroy it. Like, he's had little tiffs, but I mean, like, if you just had... Man, I've been waiting on Lupe to go crazy on somebody. I wish he would enter battle rap. I've been waiting on him to actually enter battle rap. I think he'll do really good as one of the industry people coming into it.
You know, I've been saying that about Lupe for a long time.
Yeah.
Don't let the kick push fool you.
Man, bruh, if it wasn't for my little cousin, I never would have listened to Lupe Fiasco. He came over to our house for one weekend. He was like, man, you got to listen to this song. You got to listen to this song. I kept saying that kick push nigga, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, man, you got to listen to this song. Now he was at our house for 2 days, the whole weekend. When he finally left, I remember when the car was driving off, I was like, man, let me listen to this song this nigga talking about. He played the song. It was the song Daydream. I finally listened to the song Daydream like 5 minutes after he left. Played it like 3 times in a row. And I had to swallow my pride. I called him up. He didn't even make it home yet. I was like, hey, man, I just listened to that song. I was like, you were dead right. And then from there, I checked out a few more songs. And I was like, oh, this is a classic album. He ain't just have a 1 or 2 hit wonders. Like I think Jay Quan or somebody, Hood Hop, that dude, he only had that one song. But his whole album, I'm like, okay, I'm a fan. To this day, I like Lupe Fiasco. I like the song King Nas and a few other new ones he just dropped.
I'm going to go a little goofy with it. You know a song that I just happened to listen to the other day?
What?
I don't know if you remember that song called Crispy. I'm so crispy. I'm so crispy.
By who?
What's his name? Kia Shine?
I don't know.
I'm so crispy. I'm so crispy.
I don't know.
It wasn't a huge song, but it was one of them songs that had a stupid ass hook and just stuck with you.
How old is this song?
No, this song like back in what? Shit.
Ringtone eras?
Yeah, right.
Okay, I figured it had to be ringtone era because that's kind of when I really start focusing on my select music and not everything that's out there. That's
man, after Soulja Boy, everybody came out with a Crank That.
Yeah. I
Crank
remember
that
everybody was coming out
Batman.
with, you dance and you come up with something catchy.
Crank That Spider-Man, Crank That.
I remember that Crank That Spider-Man.
Man.
That Batman, I remember that.
Crank That, everything was cranked. Matter of fact, that was during the rock and roll era.
Yeah.
The Party Like a Rockstar era.
I remember that.
Everybody started wearing skull in their jeans.
Hey, you know what song I didn't like back in the day and it had to grow on me?
What's that?
I'm So Icy. Jeezy and Gucci Man.
Why you didn't like it?
Cause I had a neighbor, he used to play it all the time. It was his favorite song for like 7 months. He'd just come outside, I'm so icy.
He turned you off.
He was like making me hate it. I'm like, bro, you playing it too much. You singing it. We outside playing basketball. You just shoot the ball. It ain't no Jordan or Kobe. It's I'm so icy. I'm like, bro, you doing it? It was just driving me crazy. But now that time passed and now that I listen to it again, I was like, it is a nice song. It's just, he was just driving me crazy with the amount he was running with that song for everything.
You know, my cousin did the same thing with me with Jeezy.
What song?
It was a mixtape song. I want to say put your gangsta on it.
Okay.
It was a mixtape song.
I gotta hear it.
No, it was he was just on a song on a mixtape, but he kept replaying the Jeezy song, the Jeezy part over and over and over. I'm like, man, cut this shit off, man.
Hey, sometimes it is just one hot verse on a song.
Yeah,
it's a lot of songs I listen to. As soon as that one verse passed, I either replay it or.
Man, he would annoy the hell out of it because he played that particular Jeezy part over and over and over. I'm like, dude, man, you killing me.
Yeah.
Like, play the next track or something.
Man,
but.
You know, Jeezy, Gucci Man, and a bunch of artists I've known for years, and Lil Wayne too. They finally been growing on me in the past 5-7 years.
You talking about in the classic era?
Yeah, like, cause again, I never was one to really listen to the hood music or the trap music or even just a lot of Lil Wayne music. But now I'm find myself going back listening to Carter 3, Carter 2 mixtapes, and I'm like, dang, this is good music. I don't know why my mind or something about me didn't enjoy the music when it was new, but
I think you missed what we had.
Possibly.
Compared to the shit they got now.
No, man, this shit, man, come on.
Because I find myself doing the same thing, especially Carter 2.
Especially when mumble rap start dropping. When they tried to force it on us and make it a thing, I was like, I can't do it. It's like 1 or 2 people are good at mumble rap to where I can like listen to them. But other than that, the bulk of y'all, nah.
Most of that, man.
And then especially when Eminem starts slaughtering, Eminem and J. Cole start both slaughtering y'all with y'all own styles. Like that, I was like, man, why is mumble rap even a thing?
It's mumble rap. It don't make sense.
No, but again, like a lot of people say, and that I finally matured to understand, it is just a vibe. It may not be the next best, most lyrical, crazy. How can I twist words up? But it is. Hey, man, it's just for a vibe. Just relax. You don't really got.
But don't you think that's making people dumber?
To a degree, yes, but somebody. How do I want to word it? are you going to let the music make you dumb, or are you going to, how do I say it? Don't let your atmosphere mold you. Don't let the music mold you. You be stronger than the music you listen to.
You know, I'll be on the topic of hip hop. You heard what happened to Red and Matt at the Summer Jams?
Yeah, nobody was rocking with them.
Different generation.
Yeah, different generation.
Different generation. I'm like, damn.
But no, they said they went somewhere the very next night and they got a standing ovation. The crowd was cheering. But again, it's just, that's why a lot of older rappers should always be trying to get feature verses on these younger people track. You remember when Busta Rhymes hopped on that Chris Brown track, Look at Me Now?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! That man, Busta Rhymes, he brought it back. He made everybody say, oh yeah, I've been around.
I think another part of the problem is we let things play out too quick. Like, case in example, when it comes to rappers, when you get like a certain age, all of a sudden you too old.
I never understood that. Why y'all don't want other genres, they can go to they 80, 90, or till they just done. But our genre, oh no, it's only for the young black guys. No.
But we do that. Because when you look overseas, like with Korean pop and Korea and different countries, they still playing old school music like more bounce to the ounce type shit. They still, or the Hispanics. When you go to like their cookouts and their parties, they still playing oldies.
Yeah.
They will never let that go. We let it play out too quick.
Come on, man. A real cookout, we still play old.
We
school
play
music.
it, but at the same time, people still call it old. You see what I mean?
I understand it because it is old.
What I'm saying is it's considered old, like as far as it's not hype, it's not the trend no more because it's old. I mean,
I'll say a good cookout will have a bunch of old music, but when it's almost about time to wrap up, the good DJ or whoever controlling the music gonna throw on some hustle music.
I mean,
so
but
most of the hustle songs are new, so you mixing it all up.
But what I'm saying is, you got to prolong it a little bit more than what we should have. Because look at this: an average rapper in this today, in this hottest era, he gonna last probably 3 to 5 years. Then here comes somebody else.
It depends on true, but I will say this: as far as rappers who make 1 or 2 songs and vanish, a lot of them never wanted the spotlight. Because I remember the guy named, I'm gonna say Mims. This Is Why I'm Hot.
I remember him.
He never wanted to be in the spotlight. Y'all don't realize how much money he got and big things he's doing. Same with Chameleonaire. A lot of people thought he fell off. No, man, this dude is probably one of the richest rappers because he never really wanted that to just be his one thing. He got other venues and other businesses going. I want to say the same too with Trinidad James. He's behind the scenes now doing a bunch of stuff. You just get your name popping, like people know who I am, but I don't have to be the man every year, every month on the Billboard.
You took it back with Mims. I forgot.
This Is Why I'm Hot.
I forgot all about that guy.
I remember a lot of one-hit wonders. Sometimes I just got to hear the melody, but I know you remember Chingy.
Oh yeah.
Chingy.
He wasn't necessarily one hit.
No, he definitely wasn't a one.
He wasn't a one hit wonder per se. He was. Yeah.
He had a few. I just wish him and Saint Lunatics would have got along way better. It was something to do with the contract, and allegedly they was trying to.
Same thing with Ludacris. He fell out with Ludacris too.
Yeah, because they didn't want him to outshine the number one guy, which was Ludacris. But hey, Chingy had some good hits. Y'all should have just let it rock. Y'all should have had a movement. Versus, no, this the lead guy.
Speaking of old shows, you know what show I was watching when they had it on Netflix?
What?
101.
With
Kyla Pratt.
Yeah, Flex something.
Flex Alexander.
Man, have you ever seen that movie where Flex played Michael Jackson?
I've seen that shit.
I never watched the movie. All I did was see one thumbnail. I was like, I can't do it.
It was awful.
Yeah.
That shit was...
If I was Flex, I'd have just looked at her like, bruh. Not if I was Flex. If I knew Flex, I'd have been like, bruh, don't do it. Especially once you've seen the makeup.
Man, I'll be thinking, who the hell wrote that?
Man, I remember BET came out with a Michael Jackson movie played by a white guy. They probably aired that thing one time, never again.
Man, I never heard that one.
Never again. It exists.
The only classic movie about Michael Jackson is The Jacksons, The American Dream.
Oh, that was a beautiful movie.
That's the only one. You know they talking about making another movie about Michael Jackson.
You know that was my intro to Michael Jackson and Jackson 5? Because I heard their music, but then one day when I was like a kid, probably 5, 4 years old, it played one night, the first half of it. The second night it played again. I was like, oh, so this is Michael Jackson. And that was my introduction to Michael.
That's Michael. I heard they talking about making a movie about Michael Jackson.
Based off of what aspect of his life? That's what I would want to know.
From his time as a kid to when he became MJ.
How long is the movie gonna be?
I don't know all that. All I know is they're talking about doing it.
I feel like that would have to be a miniseries because his life is just too long. He had ups and downs throughout his life, not just only from 18 to 25.
Man, I just hope they make it somewhat decent if they do it. These biopics suck.
You know what was...
Ever since Ray, all the biopics suck.
I'm trying to see if you're right about that.
Name a good one.
That's what I'm saying. Give me a minute. Ray was good.
That was 05.
Damn, what other... you
Can't-
know what?
you can't even think
you
of
know a biopic they should do? They just don't got nobody to play him?
What's that?
Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye would be a great biopic. And same with Sam Cooke and...
Man, they'll mess it up.
and,
I was disappointed in Get On Up.
and Bobby Womack. Those three will be great biopics.
They keep messing it up. Like I said, they messed up Get On Up with James Brown.
With T'Challa?
Now, he played a good James Brown, but they messed. I didn't think that was...
I thought that was a pretty decent one. Especially at the end when he sang that song to his homeboy in the crowd.
It could have been
Pause.
better. It could have been better, in my opinion.
I'm not mad at it. I'm still trying to think of...
The one I hated the most was that one about Jimi Hendrix by Andre 3000. Man.
It wasn't that bad.
It was awful. Not only was it awful, they didn't play none of Jimmy's music.
No, because they didn't have licenses.
And on top of that, too, they made it seem like he was a woman beater. They said that wasn't true.
What about the new one that's out? Bob Marley.
I didn't see it yet. I heard it was good. I didn't see it.
What about, what was horrible? Tupac and Biggie's.
I couldn't watch All Eyes on Me.
Man.
I couldn't. The guy, he looked like...
Biggie's was, if I had to say it, Biggie's was better, though. But...
It wasn't horrible, but it could have been better.
Yeah. Sometimes, it was I don't know if you could call it a biopic, but it was a beautiful reflection on a person's life. Was that Netflix OJ case?
I ain't seen that.
Bruh, you got to watch that. They even had my boy in it. Dang, what's his name? Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, I know he played OJ.
My goodness, bro. That was beautiful. I keep forgetting how good of an actor he is because he don't pop out every year with a movie or something or a project. But when he do pop out, you be like, damn, that's Cuba Gooding Jr. doing his thing.
Yeah, I ain't seen it. I haven't seen it.
No, yeah, great movie. But again, as far as if they did do a Marvin Gaye biopic, who do you think should play Marvin Gaye?
I'm not sure.
In Hollywood, the only person I would say is I want to say Marlon Wayans. He the only one that kind of resembles him and come close to him.
They did say they was getting ready to come out with a Richard Pryor movie too.
It was supposed to be Mike Epps play him, but I don't think that's ever gonna pan out.
But he played Mike Epps in Winning Time. About
oh yeah, he did play in Winning Time, and I didn't know that was supposed to be him because when he played him, once the episode went off, I was like, wait, was he supposed to be Richard Pryor in that?
Yeah,
I was like, oh man, please don't let him be in the movie. I'm sorry. Sometimes y'all gotta wait for the right actors to come along to play these people.
Yeah, he played. That was supposed to be Richard Pryor.
Because Jamie Foxx did good for Ray and to a degree looked like him.
It sounded like him too.
Yeah.
Because some of that was his real voice.
Yeah. But as far as it ain't really nobody in Hollywood I can think of who can pull off Richard Pryor. You know who else pulled off a good biopic? Denzel when he did
Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
classic. I like that. I like that.
Classic.
Good job,
classic.
Spike Lee.
Yeah, classic. I don't think anybody could do it better than that.
Nah.
Now I will say this: in different movies like Godfather of Harlem, they had people who looked like him. Wasn't bad, but to play him in a movie, that was Denzel.
What about Temptations, that old school movie?
That was good. But see, anything before Ray, I would say
they did their thing.
thing.
So what about the Sparkle movie? Did you see the new Sparkle?
Never seen Sparkle.
Never saw. Okay.
Never saw Sparkle.
Cadillac Records.
Oh yeah, that was pretty.
But
that was decent.
That's about the same time as
decent.
Ray, I think. Yeah.
I think that was probably a little bit after Ray.
It might have been, but it was still good. But again, I didn't know much about Cadillac Records to be able to compare it to anything other than Etta James. But I didn't know her turmoils and ups and downs. So
yeah, they showed Muddy Waters.
Yeah,
and all them. Yeah, that was decent. That was decent.
Love that.
But yeah, everything else I couldn't. Nope, couldn't watch it. Especially, I got a personal beef. Whoever made that Jimi Hendrix movie, I still can't get over that. Y'all did my boy Jimmy wrong on that movie.
This dude.
Y'all did Jimmy wrong. Y'all know y'all need your ass whooped with a guitar.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Now
He's coming.
Y'all picked the right person to play Jimi Hendrix, yes, but y'all didn't. No. That's just like that Aaliyah movie.
So I agree. What Aaliyah movie?
You remember the one that was directed by Wendy Williams?
I didn't know she made one about Aaliyah. Did she aim to try to do her best with it, or?
Well, I didn't see it. I heard it was awful. I heard.
It's Wendy Williams. Come on.
Who the hell they had play Aaliyah? I want to say it was that girl in Strata Compton who played Ice Cube's wife.
I can't remember what she looked like.
Yeah, she was a light-skinned girl. They said she played Aaliyah.
I'm sorry, I can't even.
Yeah, she's not that familiar. But yeah, that's who they said who played Aaliyah.
Yeah, I should have held off on that Aaliyah movie. It's still, I ain't gonna front, at least here in Detroit, it's still like a touchy subject.
And on top of that, too, they didn't get none of her real music in that movie.
Yeah, man, that's one thing y'all got to do with these biopics. Y'all got to get permission from the family and the estates so it can be a quality movie. Pay the money. Pay the money. For the leasing the music, pay the money. You know these estates ain't really getting it like that. They cash cow gone. Pay the money.
You said the cash cow gone, bro.
I hate that I worded it like that. What about that Elvis, that new Elvis one that dropped like last year or the year?
I saw probably the end of that movie.
I liked it, but I understood what they was doing with it. They shot it in a way where he's not the bad guy.
Who, Elvis?
Yeah, Elvis. They shot it and they told the story in a way that's very narrow path in a way where you can't be mad at him. He's not the bad guy.
I didn't see the whole movie to really speak on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting movie though. I'm a movie head and I like music, but again, not all music and not all movies. So.
Well, I think we ought to wrap this up now. Look like things before things cut off on us.
Yep. Hope you all have a good weekend. I'm gonna try to have this up. Well, it'll be up when I get up.
Well, all right. Until next time, I'm your boy adrianakaad.
I'm Stubbs.
And we out of here.
One love.
Peace.